want to plan a party to celebrate. After all, your girlfriends absolutely deserve to have some fun after the enormous amount of time and advice they've no doubt invested on them. And they're all here. Thank you, girls. I wish I had a glass for you right now. But you two deserve to have a little fun when all is said and done. It sounds like you've already started. The details of your party, such as whom to invite, where and when to have it, and what to serve, will largely depend on the type of divorce you're planning. For instance, if yours is going to be a quickie divorce taking place in a sunny foreign locale, there will be logistics to consider, i.e. travel, hotel, and ground transportation, and of course, knowing the proper legal protocol to follow and the location of a courthouse. If you're going to stay a few days and work on your tan, you'll need to pack a bag, remembering to take the sunscreen, a trashy romance novel, and the necessary paperwork. In this case, you'll probably want to invite a couple of friends along, or 5 or 6, for the ride so they can help you celebrate. And don't forget, it's best to travel light and leave your rings at home, especially if your husband had great taste in jewelry. Besides, you should have taken him off by now. Irreconcilable differences is just a nice way of saying, get out of my life before I strangle you. Both people realize that the marriage has run its course and they are staying together out of habit and the fear of having to get naked in front of someone new. But it's inevitable that one of them finally has to scream at the top of her lungs like a banshee, get out of my life before I strangle you. Once this phrase has been uttered, the person being evicted finally comes to his senses. The possessions are divided and the papers are signed. This will call for a larger party and a generous supply of cocktails because yelling like a banshee will have made you very thirsty. And whether you are drowning your sorrows or toasting to your freedom, your friends will be happy to keep you company. Besides, it wouldn't be polite to drink alone, and as I've said, your girlfriends deserve a drink after the hours they've spent listening to your litany of woes. Leave it to me to take the road less traveled. I planned a surprise divorce. And absolutely do not recommend this to anyone who doesn't have the patience of a Sherpa. I'd known I wanted out for several months before I shared this news with my husband because I had a lot of financial planning to do. And also, if I hadn't taken this precaution, he would have become hysterical, channeling Blanche Dubois 24/7, and making my life even more of a melodrama than it already was. Besides, it would have ruined the surprise for sure. This route, if you plan to take it, certainly calls for something a bit more over the top, as you have suffered more mightily than Job himself. And no doubt, if your girlfriends are as loyal as mine, they will want to help you kick up your heels in grand style. I suggest an afternoon soiree with all your best gal pals in attendance. Keep the menu simple by serving some cold hors d'oeuvres and keep the wine flowing, and you'll have one hell of a time. Trust me, it's a lot more fun than the life sentence you just escaped.